Welcome back to English with Speak Smart, everyone. I'm Jane, and I'm so excited to be here today with my amazing co-host, Lucy. We're diving deep into a topic that I know resonates with so many of you, the secret to thinking in English.
Hey everyone, it's Lucy, and yes, this is huge. I mean, how many times have you found yourself in the middle of a conversation, or even just trying to form a sentence, and you're mentally translating every single word from your native language into English? It's exhausting, right?
Absolutely, Lucy. It's like your brain is running a full-on translation software in real time, and it just slows everything down. You miss nuances, you stumble, and honestly, it really zaps your confidence. It's a massive barrier to true fluency.
Totally. And I think a lot of people don't even realize they're doing it. It's become such an ingrained habit. They learn English by translating, so naturally they speak English by translating. But that's exactly what we want to tackle today, how to break free from that cycle and truly start thinking in English.
Exactly. So, what is the secret, you ask? Well, it's actually quite simple, but not always easy, right? The secret is to stop translating and start immersing yourself in English, even when you're just by yourself. It's about building a direct connection between concepts and English words, bypassing your native language entirely.
I love that, building a direct connection. Think about how you learned your first language. You didn't translate mama into another word, you just associated the sound mama with your mother. It was direct. We want to achieve that same directness with English.
Right. So let's get into some practical ways to actually do this, because it sounds great in theory, but putting it into practice can be a bit challenging at first. One of the simplest things you can start doing, and this is something I recommend to all my students, is to label things around your house.
Oh, that's a classic, but it's so effective. Like literally put a sticky note on your refrigerator that says refrigerator, or on your door that says door. It sounds almost too basic, but it forces your brain to see the object and associate it with the English word immediately.
It really does. And take it a step further. When you pick up your cup to drink water, mentally say, "I'm picking up my cup," or "this is a cup." It builds those neural pathways. It's like training a muscle, you know?
Absolutely, and it extends beyond just nouns. Start narrating your day to yourself in English. When you're walking to the store, think, okay, I'm walking to the store, I need to buy milk and bread. The weather is nice today. Just a quiet internal monologue.
Yes, this is probably one of the most powerful techniques. Your internal monologue is constant, so why not switch it to English? It doesn't have to be perfect, you don't have an audience. It's just you and your thoughts. It's your safe space to practice.
And it's amazing how quickly you'll start identifying gaps in your vocabulary or grammar naturally. You'll think, how do I say procrastination in a sentence? And then you look it up later. It's organic learning.
Totally. Another tip is to actively describe things you see. If you're on a bus, instead of just observing, think, "That woman has a red hat. The man next to her is reading a book. The bus is moving quickly." Engage all your senses and process it in English.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes during this internal narration. That's the beauty of it. No one's there to judge you. It's all about experimenting and getting comfortable with the language, even if it feels clunky at first.
Right. It's about progress, not perfection. And speaking of immersion, even if you can't travel to an English-speaking country, you can create your own immersion environment at home. Change your phone language to English, your computer settings. Listen to English podcasts like ours, of course. Watch movies with English subtitles first, then without.
Great points, Jane. And I think it's crucial to differentiate between actively studying and passively immersing. Both are important. When you're just listening to a podcast or watching a show, try not to force translation. Just let the sounds and the context wash over you. Your brain is incredibly powerful. It will start making connections without conscious effort.
Yes, exactly. And one technique I found really helpful, especially for developing natural intonation and rhythm, is shadowing. Listen to a short audio clip or a speaker, and then try to repeat exactly what they said, at the same speed, with the same intonation. You're not just repeating words, you're internalizing the sound of English.
Shadowing is brilliant. It really helps you get into the flow of the language. It's like learning to sing a song by mimicking the singer, rather than just reading the lyrics. The melody is just as important as the words. And when you shadow, you're not focusing on translating, you're focusing on mirroring.
Exactly. Now let's talk about a deeper aspect of thinking in English, moving beyond individual words and thinking in concepts or phrases. Sometimes we translate word for word, which leads to unnatural-sounding sentences. Instead, try to grasp the idea you want to express, and then find the natural English way to say it.
Oh, this is so important, Jane. A great example is idioms or phrasal verbs. If you try to translate kick the bucket word for word, it makes no sense. But if you understand the concept of to die, then you learn the English expression kick the bucket as a whole unit, not individual words.
Perfect example. Another strategy is to keep a journal in English, even if it's just a few sentences a day. Write about your feelings, your plans, what you ate for breakfast. It forces you to construct thoughts directly in English, without the filter of translation.
And the beauty of journaling is that it's low pressure. You can take your time, look up words you don't know, and really work through your thoughts. It's a fantastic way to solidify those new neural connections we talked about earlier.
Definitely. It's like a conversation with yourself, but in English. And don't be afraid to utilize technology. Use voice-to-text features on your phone to dictate your thoughts in English. You'll hear yourself and you'll see the words, which is another great reinforcement.
That's a smart one. It adds an auditory component to your internal English thinking. You get to hear how your thoughts sound when articulated, which can be really motivating. And if the AI gets it wrong, you know where your pronunciation needs a bit of work.
Exactly. It's all about creating an environment where English is the default, not the exception. Make small, consistent changes. Don't try to flip a switch overnight, because that's just not realistic. It's a gradual process.
And be patient with yourself. There will be days when you default back to translating, and that's okay. Just recognize it, gently redirect your mind, and keep practicing. Every little bit counts. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent.
So true. The benefits of truly thinking in English are immense. You'll find your speech becoming much more fluid and natural. You'll stop pausing to translate, which makes you sound more confident and authentic. Your listening comprehension will improve because you won't be mentally converting everything.
And you'll actually enjoy speaking English more. The mental load of constantly translating is heavy, and once that's lifted, it becomes much lighter, much more fun, and genuinely feels like a part of you. You'll feel like a true English speaker.
It's about ownership of the language, isn't it? It stops being a foreign concept you're wrestling with and starts being your language. It becomes a tool you use effortlessly, almost subconsciously.
Absolutely. It's truly liberating. So, our challenge to all of you listening today is to pick one or two of these techniques and try them out this week. Start small. Narrate your morning routine in English. Label 3 things in your kitchen. Just begin.
Yes, take that first step. And remember, consistency is key. Even 5 or 10 minutes a day of conscious effort to think in English will make a massive difference over time. You've got this.
That's right. Your brain is an amazing thing, and it can absolutely adapt to thinking directly in English. Thank you so much for joining us on English with Speak Smart today. We hope this episode inspires you to break free from translation.
It truly is liberating when you achieve it. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep speaking smart. We'll catch you next time.